When your deep hip rotators are tight, it can be a major pain in the butt because your deep hip rotators are part of your butt. So today, we're going to show you how to use a Rogue Supernova to treat those deep hip rotator muscles that can cause so much pain and inhibit athletic performance. But we're also going to show you how to use it without hitting a nerve or grinding on a bone, which would not be fun. Okay, so let's talk about why we want to use a Supernova, a $45 blue ball. Come on, Rogue, really? It's because of nerves, baby, nerves. We got big nerves, we got little nerves, we got medium-sized nerves too. Any kind of nerve you want, you got it right there in your butt. And we don't want to irritate any of them, none, nada, zilch. Okay, so now with that established, you see the ball? See how it's got all those grooves and channels? These grooves and channels give those nerves a place to go. Now, it's not going to give your sciatic nerve a place to go. More about that later. But for some of our smaller nerves, these little channels are going to give them a place to go so they don't get irritated when we're trying to relax the tight muscles. That's it. Okay, so if you use a different kind of ball, like a regulation softball, does that mean that your butt's going to burst into flames? Probably not, unless you've covered your butt with gasoline and you're playing with matches while you try to do it. The chances of nerve irritation goes up quite a bit if you're not using a Supernova. That's why we suggest it. A foam roller is going to be a little too big, and so you run a higher chance of irritating your greater trochanter or your sciatic nerve, or both. Okay? So here's the thing. When treating this, it's really difficult sometimes to make sure you're getting the right spot and not making the situation worse. So I'm going to show you some things you want to avoid. All right, so I want you to focus when you're trying to treat these deep hip rotators, focus on the outside seam of your back pocket. We do not want to go into the pocket itself because that's where sciatic nerve lives. I want you to think of your sciatic nerve like a big angry bear that lives inside your butt. And when things are well, he is hibernating, okay? But if you found a bear hibernating in a cave and you took a really hard ball and you tried to smash him with it, what do you think that bear is going to do? He's going to bite you. Most likely he's going to bite you in the butt and down the leg. So don't do that. We don't want to go deep into the hip. We also don't want to go too far forward. If I go far forward into this seam right here along the side of my pants, like that, I'm going to hit what's called my greater trochanter, which is my thigh bone. Using a trigger point ball on your greater trochanter is about as worthless as an oatmeal raisin cookie. Chocolate chips, people. That's the only thing you should put into a cookie. So we want to stay away from this seam and really just focus on that outside seam of your back pocket. So now when I do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ball and I'm going to start right at the top of that outside seam of my back pocket. Initially, this can be really painful. So what we want to do is I'm going to slowly go down that seam and I'm going to look for painful areas. And again, we don't want to make a nerve angry. So you should never feel a burning or a tingling, an electric sensation. I don't want any kind of pain radiating down the leg or any kind of burning down the leg, all that stuff. It should be fairly local to where the ball is. So I'm going to go nice and slow, think about an inch a second, and I'm just looking for tender spots. And I got to tell you, all along this back seam on me is pretty tender. So I'm going to stop here. When you do find a tender spot, you want to stop, hold that area until that pain or tenderness reduces by about 30%. So what we tell people to do is give the pain a number between 0 and 10. 0 being nothing, 10 being really awful. And wherever that pain is, I want it to decrease again by about a third. So if it's a 9, I want it to go down to a 6. If it's a 6, I want it to go down to a 4, blah, 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 so on and so forth, okay? Should take 20 to 30 seconds. If it is really tight and it's really angry, it might take a little bit longer. Nevertheless, if you've been on a spot for a minute and it still hurts, move on. You might be on a nerve. A nerve will never feel better if you are using a trigger point ball. All right, so once this feels less effective, and again, I don't want this to be painful for painful's sake. This should always be tolerable. It should kind of be a hurt so good feeling. It shouldn't be, you shouldn't be, you know, like biting a wooden spoon and screaming out for your parents when you do this. But there'll come a time when just sitting on a trigger point is not going to feel as effective. At that point, what we want to do is now I'm going to find a tender spot and I'm just going to kind of gently move my leg back and forth. And the theory behind this is going to help break up some of the adhesions that can be formed between the muscles. Muscles are really happy when they can glide and slide against each other. And because we spend so much time sitting or just doing stupid things, blah, 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 that we can almost, the muscles almost get adhesed or stuck together. So by doing this, it helps to break up those adhesions and helps the muscles to slide and move a little bit better. Yeah, so when you're doing this, if this position feels too tough, you can also do the same thing down like this. I could also do this maybe like on top of a bed, because the mattress will kind of absorb a little bit of the size of the ball and it won't feel quite as intense. If it's really painful, you could also try to do this like against a wall or a support beam. So I could actually be standing here and I can kind of lean in, find that seam and lean into something like this and move the ball up and down like that. All right, to wrap up, you never want to hit a nerve, you never want to hit a bone. The pain should go away roughly after 20 or 30 seconds on the ball. It might take a little bit longer, maybe up to a minute, but not longer than that. If it still hurts, move on to another spot. You should never have any kind of radiating pain or discomfort down your legs as you're doing this. And yeah, I think that's it. If you have any questions, reach out to us here at the clinic and bring us some chocolate chip oatmeal cookies, okay? Peanut butter cookies would also be good, but only if they have chocolate chips. Is there anything that chocolate chips wouldn't taste good on? Chocolate chip steak? I would try that. Chocolate chip mayonnaise might be bad. I don't know if that, maybe that would work actually.